Hey, it's Team Madigan.
And we are back for another episode 5 of Moving with the Madigans.
Radio, this week we're going to do something a little bit different. Last week you got to know me a little bit about my real estate background and life. And now we're going to just check out about Bronte and her background and what inspired Bronte to get into real estate.
Interesting.
So Bronte, when did you start thinking maybe about real estate?
Well, in all honesty, I did consider it when I got back from Wellington, because I did a few years in Wellington studying and then decided to move home. But I never really delved too deep into it, the idea. But I started working full-time at a jeweller's in town, which you learn the ropes of sales and how to deal with people. And from there, like, my passion for people grew a lot, you know, making people's dream work, whether that looked like selling a ring or recreating jewelry, so like melting it down and creating a new piece for them. So yeah, it was a really rewarding job because you got to see people really happy and get the result that they wanted.
Yeah, I remember you coming home a couple of times and like really buzzed about, you know, people like surprising their future fiancé because they were going to get engaged and picking out the certain ring. So I remember you were quite buzzy about that. So that's quite cool. I guess the same buzz happens maybe in real estate when you help people achieve what they wanted, the end goal.
Yeah, definitely. The biggest thing in real estate, which is really rewarding, is making their dream work the same. So someone like a first home buyer, they may not necessarily think they can buy a house, and seeing them actually buy it and then move into it, like, that is super rewarding. And obviously we're a big part of making that happen for them.
Part of their life,
So yeah, that's probably where it hits home the most for me, like the most rewarding part of it. And so, yeah, that's why I went into real estate after the jewelers, is because it was that same line of work, which I knew I would feel really good about.
What are some of the biggest challenges you find at this stage in real estate?
I always say knowledge is power. And so at this stage in my career, I'm trying to learn as much as I can off you.
Yeah, sure.
To create that knowledge library so that I can pass over the best information to people that I deal with.
Yep.
Because I think correct, honest, and trustworthy knowledge is what's going to help people get the best results for them.
Absolutely, yeah.
But,
yeah, and I guess the thing is you've had great success already. You've picked up a couple of good homes to market. I mean, I've helped you along the way a little bit, but not too much. And you've actually put yourself out there to deal with multiple buyers on particular homes to get some great results. There are a couple of little things that all of a sudden can hiccup you.
Yeah.
How do you find that?
The best thing about us and working in our team is that I can just literally pick up the phone and call you and get some tactics on how to navigate that. Not necessarily you go and fix them, but giving me the tools to go and fix them myself or overcome those challenges. And it helps me grow as a person because it's still having that one-on-one contact with the client, which is really good. Once you have a few hiccups, you learn from them, and also you get more confident in yourself.
Of course you do, yeah.
I mean, I love talking to people and I love creating those connections.
Selling styles are all different. So, I mean, the good thing about our team is that we've got a diverse demographic.
Yeah.
And my selling style is completely different from yours. My connections are different. I'm probably a little bit more commercial transactional, which is okay.
Yeah.
But you're more connected, more emotionally attached. Not saying that we both aren't.
Yeah.
We both want the premium goal for any client. So we're based on that to make sure that they trust us 100%.
Yeah.
And you do a great job of that.
When you learn more about your vendor and more about who you're selling for, then you can get them the best result. I go in with the intentions of, creating a really good relationship and knowing exactly where they're going with their life and trying to make that happen for them.
One thing I've noticed is that, you have pulled that straight across from your selling at the diamond jewelers through to real estate with those connections. You're really empathetic towards people, which is great. And
Thanks.
that's 90 to 100% basically of sales, is the empathy and making sure you get on one-on-one with the people and connecting. The other thing too, which is your social media aspect, where you've just been so good at developing social media. It's a great strength of ours now. Yeah. And I think that's just really improved our whole dynamic. How's it been working with me?
Wow. What a question.
I know. I had to get there.
Yeah. Starting work with you, in all honesty, I wasn't sure how it was going to go.
When I first started work, I didn't know how it was going to go with me either.
We are very similar people, but we do have a lot of differences in how we do business. But I find we always come to the same conclusions about how it should look, how it should be done. Yeah. And so our main goals are obviously the same. Yeah. And that just is really focusing on the people and what's best for the people. One thing that I do really appreciate and really have noticed while working together, is just the confidence and the knowledge when we are, talking to a potential client. I kind of take a step back to listen and to learn. So learning everything in that aspect of how to be confident, how to use the knowledge and how to get that across and then close and get a client on board. That's something that I really appreciate that I've got in my team.
Well, that's right. After 30 years, you develop a real strong confidence within yourself because you know you're going to do the best job.
Yeah, so give me 5 years and I'll be there. No, I'm kidding. Give me 30, I'll be right up
You
there.
don't need 30, you only need 2. Good stuff. Hey, listen, before we finish up though, just one last question. Any advice to anyone starting real estate?
Oh, what a question. I love this. My advice for anyone starting real estate, just you have to go full force forward. There's no second guessing, no second thoughts. If you're in, and you've got to go 100%. Otherwise, you're just kidding yourself.
That's right. And that's it today from
the Madigans. We will catch you next week for episode 6. But thanks for listening today and adios.